This year's Nobel Prizes for Economic Sciences has continued to generate conversations for its direct message to the developing world, where political leadership has been a nightmare. The joint winners of the Nobel Prize for Economic Sciences 2024 are Daron Acemoglu, Simon Johnson, and James Robinson, for studies of how institutions are formed and affect prosperity. Their research was distilled into the book Why Nations Fail. The press release of the prize says the laureates have demonstrated the importance of societal institutions for a country's prosperity. Societies with a poor rule of law and institutions that exploit the population do not generate growth or change for the better. It went on to say that inclusive institutions allow for broad participation in decision-making and provide incentives for talent and creativity. On the other hand, extractive institutions benefit a small elite and hinder economic growth. Now, a lot is going on there. According to Tutor to You, examples of extractive institutions are dictatorships and autocratic regimes, crony capitalism, lack of property rights, patronage networks, rent-seeking, and lack of checks and balances. Now, that paints a picture of a lot of countries in Africa vividly. Given that clearly Nigeria does not have inclusive institutions, otherwise it will be prosperous. I link the essence of the book, Why Nations Fail, with the points that Nigerian citizen journalist in exile, David Hundeyin, makes in his now viral post on Twitter. In it, he states our former head of state, Yakubu Gowon, failed miserably to utilize the opportunity Nigeria had to become a superpower between 1970 and 1979. In his words, Nigeria was one of the most powerful countries in the entire global south. It funded liberation movements in other countries. It used its economy and military to massive geopolitical effect in Africa. It even gave out foreign aid and came within one Ajaokuta steel complex of becoming Africa's first proper industrial economy. I share David's disappointment of head of state Yakubu Gowon's underwhelming performance and failure to transform post-war Nigeria into sub-Saharan Africa's first industrialized nuclear power. Oluwakomu says, if you want to understand development challenges in Nigeria and Africa, one of the books to read is Why Nations Fail.